Facebook, as I've said a lot of times before, the firm that everyone loves to despise right now is Meta. With that in mind, it is simple to understand why so many people were ecstatic with the events of yesterday. In one day, Meta's market cap decreased by 26%, losing $240 billion in value. 10% in a single day. The market cap of an American publicly traded corporation dropped by the most ever in a single day. Sucker. In the collapse, BERT personally lost $29 billion. What then led to it? What does this mean for the business, then? So why did the stock decline so dramatically? Simply told, Facebook is becoming less and less popular. Younger Europeans and Americans started to quit the site in large numbers back in 2018. Because the developing market uptake was expanding far more quickly than the Western markets were departing at the time, that was still acceptable for Facebook's bottom line. The business revealed in a report on yesterday's earnings that the Facebook social network platform was losing daily users for the first time ever. Indian, African, and Latin American areas for the Facebook network are currently losing users overall. There's a chance that platform saturation has peaked. In emerging markets, young people now flock straight to TikTok. In Western markets, too. Facebook increasingly appears to be a gathering place for moms groups and senior citizens. Everyone else primarily uses it for events and message groups. People no longer primarily use Facebook to log in because of the primary war, where the majority of the advertising takes place. Facebook's revenue has also suffered as a result of Apple's decision to make ad tracking more challenging. After all, Facebook's business model is dependent on advertising. In other words, Meta wasn't going to profit from Facebook as much as they had anticipated. If you know anything about trading, you know that markets abhor surprises. This news surprised the markets.
What happens over the next few years? Does it recover, and is it able to pivot into a metaverse first company? Is it able to compete with TikTok? Is it able to actually lean into video the way Mark Zuckerberg wants it to? Or does the stock languish for the next 15 years like we saw with Microsoft after 2000?
Now, it is rare when you find so many people getting the story so wrong going into a print. I mean, if you consider the 52 analysts on Wall Street who cover the stock, 42 of the 52 have either buys or market outperform ratings on the stock. That's how offsides the street is on the story at this point in terms of this print and the guide, Tim.
The decline isn't just due to Facebook losing users. There was a lot of debate about the entire Meta firm. Meta has come under intense pressure from authorities and other governmental entities. Following the devastation that Facebook and Instagram create, different whistleblowers repeatedly revealed the teens. Additionally, the Metaverse endeavors have cost the business $8.3 billion already. And yesterday it was discovered that despite $900 million in sales, the Oculus Quest headgear lost $3.3 billion in a single quarter. Investors probably prefer to see outcomes from a foray into the metaverse as quickly as possible. Not that there isn't money to be made, either. In the metaverse, real estate sales surpassed $500 million last year, and they are predicted to quadruple this year. Meta requires a sizable piece of the expanding pie to succeed in this. Growth and risk stocks may also have had their day in the spotlight. Overall, the U.S. economy is not trying to be judged. The nation's debt has now surpassed $30 trillion, and a recession could be on the horizon. The Atlanta Fed anticipates 0.1% GDP growth in the upcoming quarter. Inflation is reaching record levels. Businesses merely heated up inventory last quarter out of concern for inflation, accounting for 70% of the GDP. Interest rates are rising, people are working, and their occupations are multiplying. Is it a good idea for me to invest in risky tech stock plays now? Many investors ask themselves. The answer could still be yes for the time being. However, in a few years, investors might go elsewhere for profits that are more secure. So, is Meta officially over now?
First is down 22%, warranted.
It seems a little overdone to me, but we talk about the 3-day rule all the time, and certainly I think let this shake out.
Instagram and WhatsApp, two other Meta subsidiary companies, continue to gain subscribers. As a way to draw in more users and make money, Meta also intends to concentrate on their own video format Reels. Meta's recent drop was probably just an overreaction in the stock market, and the stock will presumably soon recover. However, if the business keeps missing its earnings projections, things can go differently. After all, The value of Meta dropped by 35% from its $1 trillion value in June of last year. However, it's still far too early to speculate on what this might indicate. What do you think about this, guys? Do you consider this to be merely a minor setback? Or do you believe this could be a greater issue, a portent of better things to come? I do believe that this incident, which caused the largest single-day Valley loss in history, may have some significance. Please share your opinions in the space provided below. If you wanted to go into more depth about this or make a suggestion for a future video,